A positive memory in 2020 from a game that was published is definitely Bugsnax, which I am obviously biased because I worked on marketing and PR for it. However, being able to work with the team and having this absolutely exciting PS5 launch title to work on has been the best distraction during this weird year. I think I will be eternally grateful that the teams allowed me and my team to be a part of this release. And obviously we love all the projects that we work on, but this PS5 day one title has been a really wild ride, and so we were really excited, and that brought me a lot of joy in 2020.
2020 has been a rough year for many of us, but the one thing I definitely appreciate about it is the fact that we had games in 2020. A lot of people don't realize that many developers had to adjust to a work from home situation, which was incredibly difficult when you have to basically interact with different teams in order to ensure a quality gaming experience, and lo and behold, they did it. We had a lot of fantastic games in 2020, so I salute all developers who essentially bust their butts. Thank you so much for making 2020 a whole lot easier.
Video games with crossplay, thank you for uniting all of us and allowing us the ability to have a fun social outlet, to talk to people on Xbox or on PlayStation or on PC. For me specifically, if I didn't play Modern Warfare crossplay with all of my friends almost every single night to help de-stress, I might not have actually heard their voices for almost a year.
Marvel's Avengers has had its fair share of negative headlines, to say the least, but I'm really thankful for that game for giving me the opportunity to catch up with a dear friend. 2020 has been a year where we really had to relearn how to interact with one another, and I was just having to do so while role-playing as one of the Earth's mightiest heroes. So thank you to Square, Crystal, and Eidos for that game, and Jonathan, hopefully we'll see each other when all this is over.
Got this note from XGR Extensive Game Reviews. What a year! Games have been an important beacon, permitting people to come together when in-person gatherings have become perilous. This year, they have allowed me to connect with family, friends, and even strangers. My immediate family has been stretched across Canada, and it would be impossible for all of us to gather even if conditions were ideal to do so. Animal Crossing kept me in touch with my sister, Monster Hunter World with my brother. Video games just have this innate ability to bridge distant shores in a fun, interactive medium. While this year has been tough, it has been immensely less so thanks to developers and publishers pouring thousands of hours into impactful experiences. A big shout out and thank you to everyone who makes these adventures possible. You are loved and very much appreciated.
One good memory that happened this year was when I played Sonic Knuckles Raven Transform with friends online. And to think that a game from 2012 can still produce fantastic memories all the way in 2020.
My favorite moments in 2020 have been the ability to kind of take these massive, beautiful games and complete them. Games like Final Fantasy VII Remake, amazing nostalgia there. The Last of Us 2, what a game. Divinity Original Sin 2, I completed a 80-hour game with a friend on co-op. It was such a moment.
In 2020, my son and I haven't been able to see nearly as much of each other as usual, so we've resorted to some very cool online games, in particular VR. One being Phasmophobia, which is great. We play with other members of my family as well. And the second being 11 Table Tennis, which is an incredible game with cross-play between Steam, which my son uses, and the Quest 2, which I have.
So this is a weird one. This is kind of related to the production of DF Retro, but Final Fight. I did a gigantic retrospective on that game that was over an hour long. And the reason it's so memorable is because I got so many people involved. My friend Audie, Corey and Mark from My Life in Gaming, my friend Sebastian here in town, Matt McMuscles even was in there. You know, all of us just kind of like got together and just like talking Final Fight. We were coming up with crazy sequences like reenacting the Sega CD intro for the intro of the video, just throwing all the stuff at the wall. And it was just that point when things were kind of not great with COVID and everything, but here we were just like making this video and just like jamming all this stuff in there. It's like, we got to get every version in there, we got to do all this, and it's like, you know, we're just it felt like this perfect synergy of everybody's just working together. And you know, I usually do my videos completely alone, so like having help from others at the time, just working together on something was like really, really fun and memorable to me. So that was a really great video to work on.